Hi friends, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Shahicreationz. I'm thrilled to have you here for today's creative adventure. A warm welcome to the Color Me Autumn Video Hop with Altenew Certified Educators. In today's tutorial, we'll be creating a stunning card using some fabulous Altenew products. Let's dive in. We'll begin with our card base. I'm using Nina White Classic Rest cardstock, trimmed to 8.5 by 5.5 inches. Then I scored it right in the middle at 4.5 inches using the Altenew scoring pad. This tool makes scoring so precise, no cracks, no uneven folds, just a crisp professional finish. Once folded, our base measures 4 1 by 4 by 5.5, a perfect A2 size card. Since the theme is autumn, I'm using the gorgeous Sweet Apricots layering die set from Altenew. This set is amazing because it gives you everything you need. Apricots, branches, flowers, leaves, all in one coordinated package. It is so versatile for seasonal projects like these. I started by die cutting all the elements from plain white cardstock. That's the beauty of Altenew dies. You can customize every piece with vibrant blending. To keep my die cuts in place while blending, I use Altenew stamp wheel. For the leaves, I blended Parrot Crisp Dye ink. Then deepened the color with Grassfield Crisp Dye ink from Altenew and added rich dimension with the Shadow Creek Crisp Dye ink. Notice how the gradient brings the leaves to life. This blendability is something Altenew inks are really known for. One reason I love Altenew stamp wheel is not because it prevents slipping, but it's super easy to clean afterwards. Just a quick wipe and it's all ready for the next project. Next, I colored the branch using Milk Chocolate Crisp Dye ink. It gives us a warm, natural wood tone. Now, for the apricots, one of my favorite parts, I colored them with a mix of Firebrick, Autumn Blaze, Orange Cream, and Sunkissed inks. Each shade layers beautifully, creating that juicy autumn harvest look. You can keep them whole, slice them in half, or mix and match. I assembled 3 apricots to start. For the tiny flower leaves, I used Greenfield Crisp Dye ink, and for the petals, I chose Crimson Crisp Dye ink from Altenew. For the flower buds, I preferred Mango Smoothie Crisp Dye ink. Altenew's dyes have a clear keyhole feature, tiny notches that help you line up your layers perfectly without any confusion. It's such a time saver. I adhered the flower layers with glue, adding darker shading at the petal tips for more depth. To make the leaves sturdier, I layered extra die cuts underneath. That small step makes a big difference in giving your element structure. At first, I thought I will keep this as a simple note card, but I couldn't resist adding a twist to it. I decided to create a pop-up dimension feature so the entire panel stands out. For this, I took a piece of white cardstock and made 3 score lines at ½ inch, 1 inch and 1.5 inch. Then I rotated my cardstock and did the same thing on the other end, thus creating an accordion fold on both sides. This creates a little spring panel that acts like a platform for our pop-up feature. If you want to pop up a smaller element, then just start with a smaller piece of cardstock and follow the same scoring. Since I allow a bold base, I adhered a jet black cardstock to the outside for contrast, while keeping the inside white for writing my message. Next, I trimmed another piece of white cardstock to 3 by 4 by 5 inches and ran it through the diamond stars embossing folder from Altenew. This adds an instant elegant background texture without extra effort. For my sentiment, I used the versatile greetings die set. I cut Love You from white cardstock and backed it with black shadow layers. This combination really makes the words pop up. Now let's assemble. I arranged my apricots, flowers and leaves over the embossed panel. Initially, I used 3 apricots but later decided to remove one for a cleaner look. The pop-up platform was adhered with strong adhesive along the 2 flaps, then attached behind the card panel. The accordion folds act like spring, allowing the panel to flatten up for mailing, but pop up right when you remove it from the envelope. For finishing touches, I added droplets on the leaves using Noor crystal drops and applied Noor crystal glaze over the sentiment for extra dimension and shine. In the flower center, I placed a red sunset enamel dot from Altenew, which adds just the right sparkle and completes the design. And here it is, the finished card, a floating pop-up panel with vibrant autumn apricots, delicate flowers and a bold sentiment. Plus remember the apricot I removed earlier? I tucked in inside the card for a sweet surprise when opened. This project is a great reminder that Altenew products make layering, blending, and assembling not only easy but enjoyable. From the die sets to the ink, to the embossing folder and to enamel dots, every product works seamlessly together for a polished finish. This wraps up today's card making journey. Thanks for stopping by. Check out the details in the description below to stay in the loop and find out who is next in this exciting hop. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channels, hit the notification bell, and see you next time for more crafting joy. Happy crafting!